day, Sheldon Riley. How is it going?
Hello there. Very well. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure. It's the seventh time that Australia takes part in the Eurovision Song Contest already. Now you are going to sing for an entire nation. Your song, not the same. Maybe you can tell us a little bit what the song is about, or what does it mean for you?
Basically, the song I wrote it about almost 8 years ago now. I was about 15 years old. It was actually more of a poem to myself at the time, actually. But I guess the song is more or less about a moment in life where I realized I didn't need to be defined by what people told me I could be, and that I'm not the same, and that's okay. And it kind of tells a little bit of a journey of a bit of the story of my journey in my life, and yeah, basically just that.
Mhm. Yeah, I watched your performance at the Australian national final called Eurovision Australia Decides from Gold Coast. And I must say, oh, it was really impressive. I think your voice is stunning. And I think you can really, I don't know, a lot of juries, they will definitely vote for you. What do you think your chances are if you think of Ukraine, if you think of Italy? Do you think it's a hard competition, or is it an easy thing for you?
I think Eurovision is the toughest contest in the entire world, and there hasn't been a year that I've ever watched. I've watched since I was a little kid. There hasn't been one year where there's ever been an obvious winner. So I don't know what my chances are like. Anything is possible. As you know, being a Eurovision fan, the odds are ever changing,
Hmm.
and I think right now people are basing it off the song and off national final performances. I think there's going to be lots of surprises for what actual Eurovision has in store. So I'm just going to do me. I'm not thinking too much about everybody else. I mean, I love so many songs from this year, but I'm just focusing on my song, my story, my country. So I mean, I hope I do well. I've wanted this for a very long time. I've worked my butt off.
Yeah, I think it seems that you like competitions. You've been in the X Factor, The Voice Australia, and even in the America's Got Talent. Unbelievable. So you like the little challenge, I think.
To be honest, I don't love competitions.
Oh,
I love getting exposure when I'm in a country that doesn't like to expose artists like myself. Sometimes it takes having to do shows like that for the rest of the world to see who I am and what I'm capable of. I'm not necessarily the vision of Australian music. I don't represent anybody in the Australian industry. I'm very on my own on this, and nobody else does what I do. So, I mean, I don't love doing competition shows, but the only platform that would take me in and accept me for who I was. So, yeah.
yeah, great. It's great to know. I know that you also have Scottish, Irish, and Filipino roots.
Yeah.
So I don't know how familiar you are, but Johnny Logan, the triple winner for Ireland, was born in Melbourne. That's where
Oh,
you actually live.
I didn't know that. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, he won this competition three times, two times as a singer and one as a composer. Um, yeah, maybe he might be proud. You,
I'm from Melbourne as well, so
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
it was
saw that. Interesting. Yeah, but you also have a very striking outfit. You must explain this. I think when I saw your press photos, and even if I watch you on stage or people watch your stage, it's unbelievable. My goodness. First of all, why do you wear things like this? And second, who's the designer of this?
Hmm. I wear things like that because I think they're beautiful. I also wear them because I was told for a very long time I wasn't allowed to. So
Hmm.
I think my passion for wearing things that are outrageous came from just wanting to wear everything I was told I wasn't allowed to, and that has
No.
slowly turned into such a deep appreciation for couture fashion, and that's what I'm wearing now. I mean, I'm wearing a House of Emmanuel mask partnered with Swarovski crystal. It's all real. It all shines beautifully.
No.
And a Lynn Lacow dress, which is a very impressive Australian designer. The outfit weighs 40 kilos. It's covered in 200,000 Swarovski crystals. It
Oh my
is
goodness.
Yeah, I'm a big boy, but the outfit's just a little bit bigger. It's
Yeah.
huge. I just love what fashion does. I love what it means. I love how much attention to detail goes into everything that I wear. It's not costumey. It's not drag queen art. It's quite literally fashion. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh,
I think there's a little trend this year that people hide their faces. Well, the Norwegians have wolf masks, the Georgians have sockets on their heads, and you cover your face with the crystals at the end. But you're the only one who's showing your face at the end. So at least I think people would like to know who's behind the mask.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people are hiding their faces. I think there are a lot of people who have maybe become very comfortable in hiding up. We've all been hiding our faces for a few years now. I think a lot of people have become comfortable with that. For me, I wanted to take it off. It was a moment. I've also it's not just a trend. It's not just a gimmick for me. I've been doing this for a very long time.
Mm.
4.5 years now. I've been hiding my face with crystals, and I I just didn't want to do it anymore. I mean, I love what I wear, but I also think it's very empowering to be able to say I can take it off as well.
Yeah, yeah. But interesting, and I think a lot of people love to see your face when such a guy has such a great voice and singing a touching song. And I think it's a very special moment when you leave it off. So
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, Montaigne, she represented Australia last year. She could not travel to Rotterdam due to the pandemic, and you were facing a similar situation with America's Got Talent, where you could not perform in person. So, do you see a parallel there, a parallelity there?
No, I don't. Eurovision is the greatest thing of all time, and
Mhm.
every other TV show is, well, whatever it is. It's amazing. I'm very grateful for the shows that I've been on, but my heart breaks for Montaigne. I
Mm,
have wanted Eurovision for so many years, and if I wasn't able to travel to be in the room with everybody else, I would be heartbroken. If I
mm,
wasn't in the room for America's Got Talent, then so be it. Whatever, we'll make it work. But for
mm.
Eurovision, I hope Montaigne gets to represent Australia again one day and enjoy
Yeah.
the actually understand what this is because this has been the most exciting moment of my entire life. And I don't think she really ever got to represent the country because it's not the same. It's not the same when you can't travel in and be
Yeah.
amongst everything. Eurovision's not just semi one, semi two, final.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like the Olympics. It's a full, it takes up a whole 3 months of the year, and she never got to experience it. I'm devastated for her, but I have high hopes she'll return in the future.
Yeah, it's also very emotional. Today I just read that one of the Portuguese performers, got COVID. I don't know what happened. Is they really able to participate, or they put a kind of dummy version for this? I don't know, but it's still a topic somehow.
I mean, we still have some time left, and they did get to do a rehearsal, so I am hopeful for them. And it's devastating that they've got COVID now, but I mean, praying and wishing them well for good recovery. But let's wait and see. I mean, we do have time for them to return, so.
Mm. What do you think about the stage? As we all know, the arrows don't rotate as planned. Does it harm this in your performance or not? No.
No, it's again another thing that's devastating for a lot of countries. I mean, I've worked so hard on my staging. I've got an incredible team. I would be devastated if I couldn't do what I'm doing now. But I mean, in fairness, if my staging was surrounded and revolved around the sun, we would make it work. Do you know what I mean? We'll make something work. But luckily, we Australia likes to do things a little differently. We like to create our own little world. I don't know if you remember Kate Miller swinging on the poles or
Hmm.
dumb, crazy, massive, glittery box thing. I mean, we don't always just use the set that's provided. So luckily for us, we
Yeah.
are not too phased by it. But I mean, it would have been amazing to watch the sun move. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
still
A
time.
little disadvantage for all the people who depended on this stage setting. Yeah. Well, Sheldon, it was lovely to talk to you. Do you have a last message for our viewers?
Just thank you so much for listening. I say this every time. A competitor aside, I'm the biggest fan of the contest. I wake up 3 times a year at 5 a.m. to watch the show, and I watch all these interviews, all the blogs, all the little ins and outs of everyone's performances because I just love getting to know artists and getting to know what they do. So I'm so grateful to be doing that for myself this time. So thank you for listening.
Yes, great, Sheldon. Sheldon Riley from Australia. We thank you so much. We cross the fingers for you. Have a good time. Enjoy Turin in Italy, and well, let's hope that it will be very, that you will be very happy at the end.
Thank you. Let's see. Thank you so much for your time.